Well, hey, oh my gosh, that's atrocious. This toaster is supposed to be a 3-in-1 toaster. Not just a toaster, but a grill and also an oven. Oh my gosh. So today, yep, in this unsponsored, impartial review of it, we're gonna see if it's any good. Let's actually get it out of the box. Even though I've just done that, this was me opening the box a minute ago. I've done quite a few of these ginger products so far, and I find them really fascinating. First thing for me, with it being a toaster, it's got a UK plug on it, so I don't need a step-down converter. Oh, it's on fire. All right, just looks like a toaster. Yeah, and this thing is, I think, the grill and panini tray, all right? It's all very sort of touch-screeny. With like the air fryer and the smoker that we tried out with the ginger stuff, you tend to have like these big chunky buttons and they're good. So straight away, we're kind of missing that. And even on my budget toaster that we've got at the moment, there's something quite nice about having, I don't know, something tangible, you know? You can change the temperature and the time there. Grill, panini, bake, reheat, start, stop. And the toaster, you can change the shade with also a bagel. We'll come on to that too. And the defrost mode. The only thing I will say at the moment is it does have like quite a short cord on it, but what we can do is stand it down. It's got these feet here. And by having it up to, oh, that's quite slidey as well. Like a lot of standard toasters tend to have sort of like non-slip feet. This, whoops. But yeah, this is the grill thing that will go in there when we need to. In fact, before we get started, let's see what other people think of it. And this is one thing about their website I do like, that the reviews are always just bluntly on there. So 4.3 out of 575 reviews. 5-star by Helen. Fantastic addition to my kitchen. Takes up the same amount of space as a toaster when stored upright, but capable of so much. Better than an average sandwich toaster, as the bread can be any size. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Tim T has left this 1-star that's best toaster I've ever owned. Perfect ever time. Well, Tim, you put a 1-star review, even though you love it. You're from Somerset, which is where I'm from, so I'll give you some slack. And actually, again, here, Chris L has done a 1-star. Fantastic bit of kit. I feel like this, Chris is 65, Tim was in the 55 to 64 age bracket. It's like that gif of the man with the computer where he like deletes his whole computer. Linda or something? I'll put it on the screen. Oh, here we go. JSB0, is it? Awful product, waste of money, do not buy. I love this because it's so like, you know, Tim and Chris would literally fight this person. I would give 0 stars if I could. That's always the ultimate insult, isn't it, on a review? We have multiple Ninja products and very pleased. However, this item was a massive disappointment. Initially, all was well. However, the toaster started toasting one side and just warming up the other side. The panini maker isn't really strong enough to really press down enough, and you are vulnerable to remove the tray fully to clean, therefore. If you make a panini and get cheese anywhere other than the tray, it will just continue to smoke. Oh gosh. So that's a mixed bag of reviews there. The only way to find out is if we get going first of all, and we're gonna do 3 shades of toast. Okay, so we've got 3 slices of bread that we're gonna hopefully make into different shades of toast. I absolutely love this chart. I share it sometimes on social media. There's like a coffee one too, but the toast one always gets people talking about what would be your favorite type of toast. So the shade settings on the toaster, look how much toast you could fit in there. You could definitely get another slice, but we'll just do the one. And you've got these different shades, okay? So all the way up to 7. So if we go like 3 in the middle, I know there isn't a 3.5, press that down, there we go. It should start, hopefully. There we go. We are toasting toast. If all these tests work, I'm gonna get fed really well today. However, this has only got about 23 seconds left, and it really should hurry up because it is not looking like toast at all. Oh. Well, hey, oh my gosh, that's atrocious. What? Okay. I mean, it is like fairly crispy on the outside. Actually, with that in mind, what does the 1 do? It's not round the wrong way, is it? 1 minute 27. That is some very weak toast. Okay, so setting 1 to 2, light. It's like, okay, that is just, okay, we've got some toasting on there, but visually, if someone gave you that as toast, you'd be like, what? But then this was 3. However, to be fair to it, it does say setting 3 to 5 is medium. So before we go to like full 7, I was thinking that was gonna be like proper charred, you know? 5, down we go. Okay, 2 minutes 15. a little better. Note, there is no temperature or time adjustment available for the toast function. These are automated within the shade selection. The unit uses an algorithm to ensure consistent shade results whether toasting from a cold or pre-warmed unit. To add more or less time, oh, thank you, adjust the shade setting on the dial. To be fair, that has got a teeny bit of colour on it, but that is extremely disappointing. I've got my own version of the chart coming on here, but anyhow, let's just go for 7. Which, judging by this, I think we all might want to have our toast on 7. Oh, hang on. Yeah, the timing's not going to be perfect on this, and actually, in fact, you can see that bread isn't fitting. As big slices, doesn't fit all the way in, so that is one good thing about this toaster. But that's on a medium setting. This thing just seems really, like, mild. What are you doing? Like, majorly worrying start here. 3, 2, 1. Oh my word. There's something going on here. So I didn't think I'd have to actually explain this to you. I was really expecting to get like the battleships graph thing. Shade 1, shade 3, which we started with, shade 5, and this is shade 7. Actually 5 has got probably the best, lightest browning on it slightly. That is massively disappointing. Like, I'm actually just going to press this without even looking. Look. That's toast. Oh, gosh. Okay. See, this is what you should be looking like. So we're in toaster mode. Shade, just to show you, we're going back up to 7 and down. Okay, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. So that's a long old time. That's around about the same amount of time that this was in there for. Oh, I need to stop this actually. This is strange. Look at that. So that was only, oh, you love, that looks good. That looks good. That was only another minute and a half. Let me try one more. And I guess you'd get used to it if you've got to keep pressing it down and down and down. But with my other toaster, and that's a budget one, I don't need to do that. Yeah, 7. 2 minutes 49. Why is it doing 2 minutes 49? Is this the algorithm? I don't want an algorithm on my toaster. Because look, once we put it down again, it did do this. But for peace of mind, you just want your toast. Shade 7, pretty shady. I think for now, I'm wanting to stick to my normal toaster. Right, test 2. The other day, we did a video where we upgraded a microwave burger, and some of you guys were amazed that I didn't have a bagel setting on my toaster. But it does make toast, as we've just seen. We don't really have that many bagels. When we do, we tend to just stick it in the toaster and have both sides done. But obviously, if it's something you love, it's probably a feature to look out for. But one thing these things say, and actually a lot of you agree with me, they didn't used to say that. They used to just say bung it in the microwave. They now say to toast the buns. But when I did that, we ended up making it more like a panini and like crunchy on both sides. Hopefully we'll make a panini later, but that's another story. So if we put this into the bagel setting of the toaster and I get this cooking, we could actually have this as it's intended. It stays in the upright position, we switch it to bagel, and again, there are the shades where there are no timers. This is what I don't get. You've actually got a timer on there for the other functionality. You could easily add that in for the toaster and the bagel. And then once you nail it, it's all right. I just can't look at that toast anymore. Is it even toast? Broast. This bread is so delicate. And 100%, I hope you'll agree with me, I am definitely going for 7. Let's just see which side warms up. Oh, brilliant. This side is illuminating. So the cut side is toasting. All right. But please forgive me, I'm really not worried about that. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but you could probably guess what's happening. But it could suddenly go boom. Come on. Ooh, hang on. This is looking promising. This is actually looking potentially way too fast. Oh, look at that. Oh, as my burger patty's done, yes, could that be the sugar in the burger bun where it's caramelizing? That's toasted fantastically. I don't understand that. Oh my gosh, I hate this stuff so much. That is radiating off some serious heat from the toaster. No soggy bottom either. Oh, it is a bit more effort to put the toaster separately into a bagel setting rather than just bung it in the microwave, but that crunch, That's brilliant. So now that we've tested the toaster function, or should that be toasted it, this is the grill tray. I think that's the official term, I'm not sure, but it's in two parts. This is what also makes the panini press too. So this bit is a lever that we can put a panini in a bit. But I want to test the grill functionality now. So whenever I say grill, like grilled cheese on the channel, in the UK, a grill is heat from above, like a broiler, okay? So I don't know what Ginger call that functionality. Maybe it is broiler, I could look, but what if you guys want to tell me? The heat from above, but I want to melt some cheese. So I'm just putting a slice of bread in bagel mode because I actually want a toasty underneath, all right? Get some gourmet melted cheese potentially. But what I guess you can do is, like, if you just play with the shades as you are toasting, you can lower the time. So it is kind of like a timer, but you have to just go up in chunks of time. When it's really annoying because you've got like a plus minus time setting, like literally right there. And look, oh my word, look, I can keep pressing the shade button plus up. And look, I'm going up to like 8 minutes, so it is a 15-second increment timer all the way up to 10 minutes. Oh, I don't know if I like that. So you have sort of got a timer, but just call it timer, don't call it shade. And if it is shade, let it come out and like let your algorithm make sure that it's brown the way you want, right? Kind of like toaster over here that actually also needs a name. Yeah, you'll do. So I've just turned this off at the wall entirely, and to actually turn it into the grill panini mode, or bake, or whatever, we push it down and that would lock into place, but it'll only do it once it's powered on. It's now a grill. But with this panini tray that we don't need right now, it has this button here that literally says press. You know that thing like do not press, and you're like, oh, I've got to press it then. You just do that and it takes that out. So now we are literally left with this grill tray. So yeah, here it is, our one side toasted. It's still actually a little, I mean, is that shade 5? Not much space here actually. This is literally what a grilled cheese would be. I am grilling cheese. So it's on panini mode at the moment, so I guess that would do both heating elements. We'll switch it to grill. And look, you can set the temperature, so 205, 120. So it actually gives you like presets, high, medium. We'll go medium. And I press it again. See, this is what the toaster should have. Like, none of this scale stuff. Just use the same thing, I reckon. Anyhow, if it's not aligned properly, it won't let me turn it on. So, ooh. Oh, that's that classic Ginger thing. It makes the same noise, teases you for a few seconds. And let me just check something whilst early doors. It's been 15 seconds. Oh yeah, the timer stops. And then that beep lets you know that hopefully, yes, we're back in the game. The only thing I don't like, and it could exist on this, a previous kitchen gadget I had was a transparent toaster, so you could actually watch the toast in real time to get the shade you wanted. If that was at least on this side, because let's figure it, if you're making toast, it's gonna be roughly the same color either side. Are we just inventing something? You could have a clear panel here so we could see how well this is progressing, because right now, I don't know. I might just keep going until I can smell cheese. The toast thing, I can't get over it. Like, that's really kind of upset me. So it's actually had 5 minutes in total. Oh, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. All right, you're starting to grow on me. Oh, look at you. I am gonna have to like brush this out for our next test. There's quite a few little crumbs in there. People don't say that enough anymore, do they? Oh, crumbs. I used to work with a guy whenever there was a problem. He was a little older, he was like, oh crumbs, what are we gonna do? I'm like, well, I'll definitely say a stronger word than that. Come on. Okay, you have my attention. Now, something that could not be ideal in there because of splattering. I really am gonna have to watch this. We're allowed to put spray oil on, apparently. Not that I think it will need it, and it'll be very interesting to see if it stays this side once it cooks. Yeah, we are gonna try and cook bacon in a toaster. I'm slightly worried. Full stop. I think we'll go medium again. I'll just put the timer up high. I'll just do 5 minutes, see what happens. I'm worried it's gonna splatter everywhere. And if we get too much bacon fat on those heating elements, that's bad. Okay, I think I need to put this one to high. We've gone over halfway through and you know, the bacon is kind of sweating. Kind of like how I'm feeling right now. So if we can change it, can we change the temperature? Yes, we can. Change it to high, and then let's just Yeah, let's push the timer back up. Because it's smoked bacon, a little bit like when we used the ginger smoker outside, we did that video, like, I feel like I'm getting vibes of that. It's slowly emitting the smoke from it, but we're really not cooking it. Let's see if the high power can kind of accelerate the cooking. We don't want it to go crazy, but I don't want ham. Okay. Bacon. I mean, it's more like hotel bacon. Like the sort of stuff that's been sat in one of those big old trays, like cooked in batches, but I'll just let it cool down a minute. And I'm not actually gonna eat it yet. I've got some cleaning up to do. Yeah, folks, obviously you don't put a toaster in water, but you can put this bit in there. That got a heck of a hammer in it. So, with that bacon cooked and our grill tray cleaned, as I use my left-handed bread knife, some panini bread, although I guess you could just use, well, toast. All right, so I've got some garlic mayo, ketchup. So again, we'll put a load of cheese on it, some tomato slices, and our bacon. Okay, I might get some more cheese actually, why not? That's really what we want to see happening here. Now I love these panini rolls because like they've actually already got like the scorch marks on it, and that's gonna have to get squished down quite a lot. This is what's gonna press it down, okay? So, okay, I need to try and push it right back to the edge there, I think. I might have to help it actually. Oh crikey, I think I just crushed. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Because it's got that sort of like hinge on it there, that's going flush. So the heat from the top will cook this bit, and the heat from the bottom part will cook the underside. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you was, look, that sort of clamp thing there, that does just bite in there for you to hold it in place. Now this is stuck up a little bit, and I think, yeah, I've got to kind of level that out a bit for it to line up. Okay. Now this is something I'm not going to show you it, but like when it's lying down like this, it knows to be in grill mode when it's turned on. So when it's upright, it literally flicks. If I just turn it up now, although it says grill, if I flip that up, it would literally switch to toaster. So it wouldn't allow this to do its thing. So that's actually quite a cool safety feature. Panini, I'm going to go high, and oh, it's saying 14 minutes. They are quite stubborn things. Let's see, well, unfortunately, like I said, if it had a viewing panel, we could see what happens. But with a panini, you kind of got a bit more flexibility. And I've just realized the camera was really zoomed in then. I'm like this. I'm going to say that a panini's got flexibility, but really, it could still burn. But that hot plate is what's protecting it. That is going to get warmed by the heating element. So yeah, I do feel a little bit more comfortable with this one. The irony so far is like, oh, that toaster, is it any good? Well, yeah, it can't really make toast very well, but it can make bacon. That has had 13 minutes of pure panini perfection. I've left it to it. It's smelling fantastic, but I feel, like I say, I've not got much to worry about. I mean, if I saw smoke, then I would. I can hear a very gentle bubbling. Come on. Oh my gosh, this is going to be warm. Oh, look. You beauty. Little bit of burnt cheese right at the top. Oh, look at that gooey cheese. Ah, yes. Oh, good crunch. Mmm. That's worked fantastic with our bacon that we grilled in there earlier. Awesome. The last thing we're testing doesn't actually need the panini press. This is purely for toasties and paninis. So whereas when we did the grill function before, or broiler, the heat was above, apparently we switch it to oven mode, which I assume is the same as the panini mode. Heat above, heat below. You can reheat things, but it also turns it into an oven. So let's try all of that. Now, you might recognise this actual pizza from the other day in a hacks video. I'm like, no, do you know what? I don't really fancy a pesto chicken pizza at 9 AM.
Okay.
But you really do.
Yes, I do.
It was basically the hack where you didn't have to cook a whole pizza in one go. Cooked a little wedge, actually chose the air fryer and put this in the fridge, and I've baked it this morning. And this is legit. Some of you guys actually messaged me on that. I don't know if we were very clear with that hack, but it was like, warming pizza in air fryer? That's not exactly a hack, mate, is it? And I replied to one or two people just saying, no, the hack wasn't that you can cook pizza in an air fryer. Of course you can do that. It was just more that you could actually just keep, well, in fact, literally what we've done with this. So, yeah, in a strange way, that this pizza's sort of been segregated. A quarter of it got air fried, the rest of it's got baked. We're now reheating it in this. I could actually steam the other half. I don't know, let's just turn this on and see what happens. So we don't want it on grill. Oh, look, reheat button there. Reheat on low, 135. Let's go. Let's go medium. Oh, 8 minutes seems a long time, but we'll trust the process. This is literally it. We are reheating. Okay, So the only problem is, oh look, see that's really caught, hasn't it? You can see it sizzling just about, it is warmed. It's not a very cheesy pizza, so we're not gonna get that visual cheese pulliness. But I have to say, it is warmed, like it does, that is giving off a heat. Hot. Yeah, that is hot. You can hopefully see a little bit of steam coming off there. And I need to be good and not eat this because we need to move on. But let's give it a proper baking test. These are some pan au chocolates from the frozen aisle of the supermarket. So normally you would oven bake these for about 15 minutes. It says 175C, which we actually have here. Let's find out. I can't wait to see what these turn out like. No, I've not touched it. I have literally trusted the process. Ooh, look at those. They've puffed up. It looks golden on the top, but remember the heating element was underneath as well, so hopefully it's warmed it through, or will it be some rock hard frozen thing in the middle? There's only one way to find out. What a terrible day. They have got that lovely sort of puffiness. Oh, that's really fun. Can we thaw and bake? Yes, we can. I was expecting there to potentially be like a block of ice in the middle, like the chocolate being rock hard, but that has worked really, really well. For our last test, we're gonna bake from scratch. So this is some chocolate chip cookie dough. Hopefully we'll get some chocolate chip cookies. I very nearly did cupcakes, but I realized by the time I even put cupcake cases in and it started to rise, that would have been bad. I kind of wish that I put the baking parchment in here earlier though for the bacon. Cleaning it has been one of the worst things. Bake on a high heat, because fan is 220, but obviously this is not a fan oven. They could definitely do a fan version like with this smoker and their air fryer. But yeah, so we have to go static oven temperatures, so 10 minutes. Let's see if we can bake cookies in a toaster. I trusted this process. It's just about to finish. I was going to stop anyway. I can smell burning. Oh. What? I've made English scones. Perhaps it was too high. Look at the baking parchment. It's only baked that. Well, we'll try again on a lower heat. Let's lower the temperature. Maybe because it's such a compact space, it's not necessarily the same as an oven because, well, like an air fryer, it's just like, here I am. Here's the heat. Just don't tell the toast that. I just had a nibble of one off camera and that was raw, like in the middle, not good. So I feel like the slower temperature bake, hopefully the algorithm will make sure it's not too hot in there. A toaster with an algorithm, really? It smells like freshly baked cookies in here. Let's hope that these are actually freshly baked. Oh, yes. Look at that. I mean, it's a little bit pale that side. Maybe the heating element doesn't reach there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this. I think if I had the job of marketing right now, I would call it the toaster that doesn't toast very well, but seems to make a lot of other things. But before we try the toast one more time, let's see what these are like. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a kitchen gadget playlist if you have, with lots of other gadget reviews, individual ones like this, compilation ones, and actually a couple of Ginger specific ones now. Remember, like I say, this wasn't sponsored. If you've seen a cool gadget, not even just made by Ginger, anyone, I've been sent quite a lot of suggestions, so thanks very much. I'll work my way through it, but it's always great to get your input of what you'd like to see too, so I'd much appreciate that. Oh, that has worked fantastically. I was a bit skeptical about it, but I think we've proved that everything other than toast. Oh, come on. Come on, mate, it's your time to shine. A brand new piece of bread. Power on. It knows it's vertical, so it's toaster. Shade 7, it's automatically going to shade 7. 2 minutes 51. So, will we get it? Very unlikely. Oh my gosh, it is actually browned. It is browned. Oh no, I just went to get my toast tongs. Oh, what? Oh no, it was on bagel setting, you pigeon. But we know. The only thing I'm thinking is, what if it was on defrost setting the entire time I tested the toast? I don't think it was. But then if this does work, what the heck was going on with the toast originally? It's a very strange day. Yeah, so just to confirm, it's on toast mode, bagel and defrost mode, not on. Scale 7, look. So, to get your toast, you gotta keep pressing it down and down and down, literally keep your eye on it. For me, I don't know if it's the sort of appliance that I'd want. If you lived on your own or a couple, you could probably get away with that quite a lot and make a massive use of it. But for myself, with the family, it's not really worth the space to justify having all those extra things. And when it comes to the toast, it might be quicker to put it on bagel mode and turn it around each side, even though that is insanely hot. I'll leave it up to you to see what you think, but I hope you found this useful. See you later. And for reference, this is shade 7 twice. 6 minutes of toast and it ain't burnt.